Yo, 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 what's up? Good morning, people. It's a lovely Sunday, sort of, bit overcast, but it's meant to be nice. Meant to be nice. So I've been up about an hour or so, done a bit of washing, hung it out, done my little note taking for this morning. So today I'm going to talk about trusting in yourself. You are the key to every door that's to be opened, and my lovely key just walked through the door. That's the lovely Christine, of course. It's okay, love. No one's here. I've only just started. So yeah. So we are. It's everything I talk about will stem back to an I statement. So I am the one who needs to change. I am the one who's choosing to make those choices to be a better person. I chose to sit here and watch Lee today. But they're the sorts of things that you need to look at. So I can be a very selfish word, but in this sort of space where you're trying to be a better version of yourself, and it's not even about just recovery. It's about being that better person for tomorrow, for each day that you want to try and change to make a difference in your life. And you have to be. It's selfish to go. I need to go to a place, to an employment place, and I need to ask questions about what I can do to be better, like what certificates I could possibly get to be a better person with what goals I'm going to set for myself. And I'll get into goals in a minute, of course. But then it's and I guess with who I was, I had to. I had so many opportunities in my past that I didn't always complete things. So I would always get a job. I wouldn't keep going because I could do better with selling weed or selling gear, or even on the pokies and that I used to do quite well. Gambling, but I also lost a lot as well. But all the other opportunities as well. I could have become a chef. I had my apprenticeship. I did so many things. And I wouldn't always stick to that. I went and I laid bloody floorboards, tiles, decks. I've done scaffolding. Good morning, buddy. How you doing? And I never say I can't do something. I will always give something a go. I did tiling. So down in Hobart, when the McDonald's was built in the mall there, I helped do the epoxy grouting and all that. So that was horrible stuff. I've done some pretty different jobs for being. I grew up as wanting to be a chef, so to be that sort of person throughout time, I always gave things a go. To be fair, and hear that there's that I again. It's all about the I. Um, Marcus put up something earlier, and it was about being your own best friend, be your own gym partner, be everything for yourself rather than relying on others to do that for you. There was another bit in there which I didn't really want to put up there, and it was I did say about being your own partner, and it did say about being your own partner in crime, but we're not doing crime on here, people. So I didn't want to put that in with the I bits, but it's about yourself and being on your journey and making things right for you. Good morning, Jessica. How you going, mate? And as I was saying, it can sound selfish when you say that to people, and it is selfish, but it's selfish in a good way, because we don't normally take that time, because it feels like you're taking away from other people with what you can do with them in a time when, well, if you don't actually make that time for yourself to be that better person, you're not actually going to become a better person. Like you're staying stuck where you are. And this is probably a big one for you, Marcus, because of what you said, how you want to move into next year. You want to become that person. I love you. Christine doesn't want to hear me talk anymore. She knows I've only just started, and she knows it's going to go on for about an hour or so. And it's about moving forward, mate, and doing those things that you never seen possible. or the value that you've got, mate. You've got so much value. Like just when me and you have a chat of something, mate. I'm gaining things that I like were right in front of my eyes, but you had to point it out to me. And that's what I'm here to do with you as well, mate. If I notice something, I'll literally tell you about it, to be honest, because that's how you grow. And that's through somebody else's acknowledgement of what they see within you as a person, because it's never been seen. Well, you've never had anyone do that with you, I don't think. And that's to show you that you're valuable, mate. Every part of you is valuable, especially your attitude with what you want to do. If you focus on that, mate, and do it for what you want to do it for, you've got all the tools and as I said, you've got all the keys to all your own doors, mate. I'm sure she'd say good morning, but she's left the room, people. But yeah, we've got all our own keys to all our own doors, and at the end of the day, it just takes that one step to go. I'm going to go, and I'm going to change today. So now in my life, I'm just going on to my next dot point. Now I'm in a big part of my life where everything I do, I try to complete it to the best of my ability, no matter what it is. So it takes tasks, goals, all that sort of thing, documenting things down, giving yourself. You can either make a journal or just have some dot points on how how you go about things and what you got to do throughout a day. The biggest thing I've done was I dreamed big. I put big dreams up there, and at the time when I did this, I thought it was fucking impossible. I thought it was absolutely impossible to reach these positions that I'm in right now. If anyone's watched anything I've done, the life I've got is fucking phenomenal, and it's because of this lovely lady up here who just walks out of the room and leaves me on my own, just goes in there to watch me. I love her dearly. But because of her and myself, through what we've accomplished, I'm now in that position that I never thought possible. And you can too. At the end of the day, it's about you seeing that self-worth, that self-value. It's all about an I, and you need those keys. And hopefully through this journey with what I'm doing on here with you guys, you can see that you have all the keys. Sometimes doors are actually open before you even get to them because of all the things that you're accomplishing beforehand. So on the other note I dreamed big, I made big goals, but I looked at the big goal and I brought the goals down from the top to the bottom and made it into the point so that I knew where I had to start. And that's not a praise the Lord sort of thing either, but it works. But it literally, you drag all the goals that you need, you start at the bottom and you work your way up and it gets to the top where you get to, and you're going to have troubles along the way. I'm not saying it's going to be bloody easy, but if you have these guidelines and goals, you've got all these opportunities. And once you start accomplishing things, you start to see, well, these things that I thought were never possible, I've actually got a chance. I'm going to have a good crack at this. That's the big part of how I got here, was actually stopping and just doing, because I was just a doer. I'd do everything. I'd do anything to be that good person in my life for the people around me. And I wasn't being selfish. I was thinking of making sure I maintained life for everyone else so that it looked good because I was being clean, which wasn't, that didn't help me. That did not help me any at all. So there's one thing that I started at the start of my journey, which I'm definitely, I've got to go back and finish it now after talking about this. It's my counsellor's diploma in counselling. I got halfway through it I think it was a 2 to 4 year course. I smashed half of it out in a year, or 6 months. And that's called hyper focus, people. That's if you focus so hard, you're going to have the opportunity to to get there, basically. But I think I worked too fast where they couldn't keep up with me with the practical side of things. So I lost interest because I couldn't get to the goal that I wanted in the time period that they allocated. So for me, that's hard. That's a hard, hard thing for me to do, is work with other things when I'm trying to progress. Because I'm a go hard, go home, go hard or go home sort of person, and it works. It works for me, and it gets me into these positions, and I love it. But that's the sort of drive you've got to have, and you've got to be selfish about it, because you end up being just systematic for people around you, and it's no good. No, windows will open too. But that's normally a break and enter, Jessica, so we won't do that, please. I don't recommend that sort of stuff. Jeez, mate. No, I'll be doing it either way. So no matter what I do, I want to do it anyway, just so that way, whatever I am saying with people, it doesn't have to feel like it's just me and my bloody what I say. My knowledge is very, very vast. I've got a great knowledge of life, a great knowledge of how to come out of a place. I've got a great knowledge of what it did, and I haven't left all the things that I learned in my bad life. I brought a lot of that into who I am now, because just because we did the wrong things and stuff doesn't mean that they weren't good ways to be able to do things for the good, So this is bad, but if you get up and you want to go get on, you get up, you'll fucking walk miles. You will walk from here to bloody no end to get some bloody gear. So that's a bloody good attitude to have if you want a job. So rather than going out and getting gear, get up, get off your ass and go get a frigging job. It's quite fucking simple. We've got all these attributes that we used to have. And everyone says, "Oh, you can't bring your old life into." Well, you've got to take some of it. So this is sort of Marcus's idea with the men's shed. So I want to, basically have a shed for your head. You need to have tools from your old shed, and you need to bring them into your new shed, people, because they actually work. They were just not used in the right way. And there's plenty of tools in that old shed that you need to fucking just knock that shed over and pummel it and get rid of it and not even look at it again. But then you've got your new shed, which has all this lovely stuff that's worked to get you to this point now. And that's to make that start, to get you through those opening doors. And the biggest door that you got to get through? It's your mind. Your mind stops you, people. Sorry, people, I'm a slow reader. Yeah, no, COVID stuff's a lot for a lot of people, Jessica? It was a bit shit. Okay, thank you. No window, unless it's on Microsoft. Microsoft Windows is fine, okay? We can use Microsoft Windows, Jessica, but just not Windows that are openings to get us into a better future. I can't recommend that. I do not applaud it. But yeah, just that's it, mate. And it is all learning curves, Marcus. If we don't look at ourselves, we're our best teachers, to be honest. They say like education and that was good for certain purposes in life. And then I think a lot of it's to teach us about what we can do with ourselves if we actually stop and look at a problem. It's about problem solving, school. I love a problem. Sip of coffee. I love a good problem sometimes. It gives me something to do. I hope I do. I noticed yesterday I put so many things in my thing just to try and do, rather than just going, I'm just going to focus on doing all the washing. So yesterday I was putting washing on, I was bringing washing in, I was trying to do weights, I was putting more washing on, I was trying to clear the space downstairs, I got rid of some Christmas stuff, and I did all that in a 40-minute period. So if I actually just focused on one thing at a time, I might actually get more done. That's it. And we're all here. We're all here in this place right now because of our past. Like, it's a. If we didn't go through the paths that we did, we wouldn't be right here right now. I wouldn't have ran into Christine, if I didn't, Look at that. My love's on here talking. I love it. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful, my love. I'm very glad to see you communicating in our little community. Thank you very much. Christine has some very wise words. I've been a bit of a smoker and all that sort of stuff. I smoked a bit of weed when I first got with Christine. And never once has she said to me, you need to give that shit up or else it's over. Never. I've actually said to her, do you want me to stop this? And every time she's actually said to me, you're a big boy and you can make your own decisions. So, and when such a lovely lady says that to you, you sort of go, I'll do it for a little bit longer. I'm going to stop very soon because I don't want to lose you. And it's not even that I'd lose her. It's because I love her so much. I realise the things that have helped me. She's definitely the best person in my world, and why would I want to even take any tiny little decision throughout my life that she might get sick of and just go, fuck it, I gave you the opportunity to listen to me, but you didn't. And that was me giving you the opportunity to make the right decision, and you didn't. But I do everything I do for Christine through my knowledge of myself going, well, if I didn't smoke cigarettes and she did, and she was coming in and smelling like ciggies, I probably wouldn't want to sit next to me on the couch. Like, it's all about what we can do. That's it. He doesn't give you more than you can handle. He does to the. I promise, he gives me some bloody challenges, Jessica. But I take it on too, and I love it. I think, I suppose I say he gives me more than I can chew. So before my ankle monitor got put on, the principal at my kid's school said, would you like for me to pray for you? And I said, that would be absolutely amazing and I would love that. And he said, what would you like me to pray for? And I said, I would love for nothing more than to have my family to be able to live the life that we live right now. So that's enjoying all these lovely things, going on holidays, being able to enjoy life through what we've already accomplished. And so that's happened. That was absolutely, they're going on holiday in February, all that sort of stuff. So I didn't mention about me. I said, and that was just my family. So they're living the life. They're going to have what they deserve and what's necessary for them to live the life that was before I got the ankle monitor put on. I then said for myself, humbly, I just don't want to go inside the jail. I just want to I want to try and get home detention if possible. My prayer got answered. Then I realised how long my sentence was for. It was for 4 months. At the end of the 4 months, my family would have just got back from a lovely holiday that we paid for at the start of last year, because I thought all this would have been over by now, but it took so long to go through bloody court. I now miss out on a holiday, which is fine because, as I said, I was asked if I would like to be prayed for, and I prayed for what I wanted, and I got what I asked for. So technically, it was the best outcome ever, and I am still very grateful that happened, because I'm now able to sit here. It's given me opportunity to come on here and show other people as well even though I've got an ankle monitor, I'm not letting nothing slow me down. Yesterday, I created the company, the domain for my company, for Let's Get Grounded. I've also locked in a podcast. I've got my ABN number. This is happening. There is no fucking if buts or whatever. I am going to make this something. And, I've actually had people on here saying it already is. So I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful to have especially see how many people are on here. I'm loving it. Thank you very much, people. I feel very grateful. Yeah, no, it's good. I love seeing it, and it's through that attitude that I've gained myself that I can actually go, this ankle monitor isn't a problem. It has been a little bit because I was trying to do so much in a small period, as I do, and it got the better of me because I couldn't accomplish what I wanted throughout that time as well, which was hard one day. And that was only last week at Christmas time, or just before Christmas. And it was when we was giving gifts and going out, not the 500, but a few days later when we were giving out client stuff. We'd arranged to do it, me and Christine, and then sadly I got to a point and we were at the last house, and we could have just cut it short, went in and dropped the biscuits off and the present, and then left, but we didn't. We stayed and had a good chat for about 15 to 20 minutes, possibly even half hour, which then I didn't have enough time to go have a coffee and have something to eat with Christine and spend that moment with just me and her. So that was my selfish moment, which I deserve. But I took too long and I missed out. And so when I got home, I was being more selfish and grumpy with people because I didn't get what I wanted. And that's that. So I'm learning still on how to cope with certain things to try and make our day better at home. Because it is hard. It's a hard space to work with, especially when I've got such big ambitions and stuff. You can only imagine if you've got a speedboat that doesn't stop and you've got it tied up. It's only going to want to break the ropes, break the chains. It's only going to want to try and go as hard as it can. That's me. And it's bloody hard. Good morning, Angel. I love you, beautiful. Sorry, you're actually on here for once. You haven't been here for a little bit, but I'll forgive you because I love you. It's bloody hard, especially with my ambitious way. It makes it very, very hard, people. But this is what I want to try and show people, that you are your key to any door that you want to try and get into. And sometimes you got to knock on a door and know that the key that you've got isn't available at the moment. With work, somebody's going to come to that door to help you. And I'm hoping that the door that some people are stuck at, I'm hoping that I might be the person that opens the door to show you the other keys that we might need to work on. Because that's what it's about. It's about finding your key. And sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes we get stuck and there's normally no one to help us get through. I've luckily, like, some things have just fallen in my lap. Like Marcus himself seen it the other day. Because I go so hard and I want so many good things, and because it's all about the good and bringing things to light, things were just falling in my lap right in front of his eyes. Like I was only saying to him that, sometimes things just do fall on our lap. But it's not through not trying and not doing other things to get that to happen. It was quite funny, and to have him vision that as well. He can only be a vision of my testament, saying that what I'm saying is a bit true. And I want to be what I didn't have. I didn't have anyone to open the doors. Like I literally sat there knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking because I couldn't get in. I had no key. And finally somebody would come to the door. But generally it would be because I'd found a key. I picked the lock. I did the things that I probably shouldn't have done to get through that part in life, but it got me there. And it's not about doing the wrong thing. It's about I found the way to get to what I wanted. I want to make it so that it's not easy for you guys, but you got to get to the doors yourself and go, hey, I'm at this point. I'm stuck. I need a bit of help, Lee. What would you do in this situation? Then I can only give you a bit of guidance on what's helped me through a situation like that. It's not that I've got all the answers. I don't have everyone's keys because I'm not a bloody, I don't know, I'm not a guru that has God's words in my bloody mind and can just pass it on to you and let you know what God says or anything. But what I can do is use my knowledge, my power to help get people through these doors. And through your accomplishments, the opportunities that arise are going to open doors without you even noticing the door was even shut before. So you're going to come to things, and like I said, you're going to get there and the door's actually going to be open. And you're going to be like, wow, this was a bit easy. Is it real? Morning, Shell. How you going, mate? I haven't been noticing too much that's going on down here. Sorry, people. I've got, for some unknown reason, I've got lots to say, I think. That's not like me, because I am normally more interactive. But what I'm trying to... Christine's going to keep you updated. Christine can talk with you. But like as I'm saying, it's about... The door's not always shut, and you think, well, what's happened here? Why is this door open? And that's because you've done so much work before that the doors are just opening in front of your eyes without you even noticing. And that's like something falling into your lap when it's necessary. If it's of the will of your higher power, the higher power will put something in your path. And that's why we don't look at our past, because if you're looking back all the time, you're going to trip over the fucking good things and you're going to miss it. You're going to think, that shit, that hurt me, I don't want that. Whereas if you was looking where you was going, you'd be like, fuck, that's awesome, I'm picking that up, I'm taking that home with me. Instead, we look backwards so often. The past. So better futures past, people. We need to get that in there. It's the best it's the best stupid thing I've ever heard. And it makes so much sense because it is about being better. It's about creating a future that's better. And with that better future, you're only creating better past memories. So your better futures past, people. Oh, gee, I need a drink. Sorry. So, yeah, luckily we do have things just fall into our lap. And Christine and I, with the thing, how we met each other, that was such a lucky moment in life for both of us. For me, anyway. I don't know what she thinks sometimes. No comments, please, love, if you're on there. I know Angel will say it's a gift from God, me running into Mum that day. That's just what it is. You have turned out amazing, young lady. I'm very proud of you and what you're doing in life. And so once you start getting all these accomplishments and goals and your bottom point where you're looking at that one thing that's going to get you started, that's what you've got to focus on, because it's phenomenal where you can bring yourself to that you never thought. Like the other day, we're having a chat with Marcus. I actually showed him that we don't see our own self-value. We do. So I used to be this. I'd go to a job and I'd work my fucking ass off, hours on end, washing underwater ceramics technician. Means a dishwasher, people, just a kitchen hand. But I'd do that job. And I'd do it for hours and hours and hours, and I'd work my way up really, really quickly, because I'd ask questions. But I'd move up to where a chef was, and I'd still be being paid the kitchen hand wage because I just wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to be paid. I wanted to be accepted, and I got that. So I was happy. That was my payment. Until after a while, it got a bit monotonous because, I'm seeing all these other guys, they're buying all this lovely stuff because of all this money they've got. And I'd get jealous, and then I'd end up quitting because I could make more money selling drugs. But the only reason why I didn't get ahead in that area was because I didn't ask the bloody question. I didn't see what my self-value was for that business. So I wouldn't ask the questions. I wouldn't go and say, hey, mate, I've been working so hard. I'm doing two of these chef's jobs, plus a bit of kitchen hand work, and I'm on less pay than all three of the fuckers. And then bring it to them, because a lot of the time we don't see that value in ourselves and don't feel that we should go ask for it. We shouldn't go ask the people for extra money. But that's what it is. It's about seeing that value and going, I deserve this. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to take half of the work I'm doing and I'm going to fucking keep it for myself. And I'm going to take the payment that you're paying me, but you're going to have to hire more people because you're now not getting the work out of me that you was. Then you're going to want to fire me, and then you're going to have to hire 3 people. So fuck you. And then you've got to put it in that way too. You've got to show. You don't just go and say, I want extra money because I'm working bloody hard. you got to show what you're doing in the time period that you're doing stuff so that they can actually say, well, if I do get rid of this guy, I'm actually going to have to hire 1 to 2 extra people to fucking fill his boots. And that's a lot of extra money to try and keep one man happy. And generally they'll keep the man happy and give him a $3 or $5 pay rise. Because that's what it's in the best interest, to be honest. And getting that $5 pay rise is huge. That gratitude is so big. And people and then you're noticing, hold on, I am valuable. I got money. Like, I'm not just that person that needs to be here doing that job for this little pay to be a part of the world. We all have value, people, and we need to see it more. So we're willing to like jump up and do that extra bit. So next point I've got is just opening your mind, which is the first door, because this door will always try to close. So once you open it, stock the bastard up, chock it in, but always go back and have a look from where you started, and on the days where you can feel it closing, it's okay to let it close for a little bit, but make sure you kick the bastard back open and get out there again and keep doing like the thing, because it does become a struggle. I'm not saying that you're not going to have struggles, and if you just keep completing your goals, life's going to be perfect. It does come back to this point of you've opened the door, chock it up, keep it open as long as you possibly can, but shit does happen, people. And I've had proof over the last 4.5 weeks that, we've found out things about our son with Christine, the shit that's going on. We've got a lot going on in our world. So it's not like it's fucking easy walks in the parks for us. This is just something that I'm really passionate about, and I believe that with what I'm going through, like the ankle monitor and all that, because a lot of people would just give up. But it's because I'm 12 to 13 years off the hard drugs that I'm able to sit here now with this story, with this bloody beautiful view that I've got through hard work, people. And it's all like it's not about you getting on here and going, gee, I want what Lee's got. It's not about what I've got. It's about what you want for yourself. Because like what I've got, I'm stupid. I'm an absolute bloody fool who just runs at everything, and I'll hit it head on because I've got a fucking hard head. And it doesn't worry me if I fall over because I'll get back up. And at some stages where some of you guys would be, to hit something so hard, you'd be like, fuck that gave me a headache. I'm not doing that. That's worse than a fucking hangover. We don't want that either, because I'm 12 to 13 years into where I am, and it's a good space. And as I've said, I'm not in recovery anymore. I don't believe in recovering. For me, I'm done. I'm recovered. Because I don't count the days, because that's looking for a start, basically, if you're counting. Like I said, it's good to count and get yourself on the road. But once it gets to a certain point, I feel that if you're asking the question, should I be counting? The question is, do you feel that you're strong enough to stop counting? Is my question. Do you feel that you need more chips in your pocket from AA or NA or GA or whatever it is that you have to go to? Myself, if I had to do it, guess what? Everyone that I just mentioned, I'd have so many fucking chips and so many days on so many different fucking habits, I wouldn't be able to keep up with them all. So for me, that'd be more overwhelming to be trying to control everything. Whereas now, I used to have a bad gambling habit. I got there not long ago and I lost $2,000 in one day on a bit of horses because I won $2,000. And I got excited, and so I've noticed now it's the dopamine, the excitement that fucked me. And as soon as I got that excitement, I started betting more, betting bigger, and I lost $2,000 in one day. And I gladly told Christine what I did, and then I went and fucking barbed myself the next day on all online gambling. So I can go to a tote, which I have not, because I know it's not what I want to do. I am a person that will go to I do go to the casino, and I will take $1,000 with me, and I'm quite happy to lose it all, but it's in the chance that I might win. But I've learnt that limit, and once you get to a point of where you are, it's okay for me. I'm not saying it's okay for other people to test their limits. I'm just at that stage where the only problems I never want to get back onto is those fucking hard drugs, because they ruined my life. They were killing the problems. So I don't create problems now. So before, that $2,000 would have turned into, I would have lost my business. I would have dipped into our business accounts. I then would have gone to jail for business fraud, fucking everything else. That wasn't even an option. I love Christine so much that I made the decision to go out and stop myself from online gambling, because I can do it here. And then I've made that decision, and I won't gamble on horses except for Melbourne Cup Day, because that day's a special day and a memory for me that I normally, when I was a kid, Mum used to go bet on a horse for me. And, it was just a tradition. And Mum died on Melbourne Cup Day when I was 17. So it signifies a lot for me. I suppose it's me mourning Mum in a sense, and I never have really mourned her. I've killed everything with drugs and alcohol, because, from the age of 9, I did drugs. So to be the person I am now, it's good. And I've come a long way, and I do decisions on what works for me, people. I'm not recommending that everyone tries I can have a little drink, or I can have a little bit of a gamble once I've had a big problem, because not everyone can see when they're going down the path again, or the path is that easy to it's a hill more than a fucking path. Like mine's a bit of a path now. I can walk along and go, nah, fuck, that's shit. Not going to do that anymore. A lot of people who are in that moment in life and they want to try something, well, they think they're here, but all of a sudden they're actually on a fucking slope that's pretty much vertical, and they just fucking drop. And that's sort of what we don't want to do either, people. So, like, 12 to 13 years off the hard stuff, and lots of bloody things in between. I do have a lovely partner who, it's not that she doesn't stop me from doing anything. She makes me look at myself and see the choices that I should make to keep me happy, so I can keep her happy. I'm not the perfect partner in the world. I'm fucking horrible sometimes. I know this. But I love her very dearly, and nothing I do is, it comes from a lot of passion with me. So even when I get a bit angry, it's from my passion. Thank you, my administration, Christine. You're doing a lovely job. I see all this communicating down there, and I'm doing none of it. Yeah, no, that's it, Marcus. Yeah, so like I can actually almost start getting involved in the conversation on here. Sorry, people. I actually don't know. Everything just flowed out then, and I had to. And I thought because there was so much going on up the top, I got excited because there was up to 15 people up there. Go Lee. So I actually, I got a bit excited, and there's still 7 of you up here. So I'm quite happy to see what this space is doing. Hey, it's awesome. This is my best morning ever. Thank you, people. It's a good feeling when you feel that what you're doing is possible to actually help people and change stuff in their lives. Like, so my ambition is to do some big things and create money through a space of this, and to be able to, to see Marcus's face on Christmas Day. I mean, on those coming days before Christmas. When I passed him $500, to have a bloke who, like he said, doesn't hug me, doesn't cry, to have him cry in the morning and fucking give me a hug for $500, that for me was huge. It's to have that pass through to me through gratitude. There's nothing that can compare to that. No money value. So you can only imagine. I'm giving away my own money now when I do these things, and I'm going to do things in the new year. I've actually got a couple of ideas which is going to potentially spread the word that I'm here to change a bit of the scene. That's exactly right, and it's about the learning of. But we don't always learn though, sadly. So I've got some big ideas on how I'm going to create awareness in this area. Oh wow! Awesome! Oh, thank you very much. That's amazing. Well, there you go, people. I haven't just reached Australia. We're in Los Angeles now. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much for watching me anyway. But yeah, it's a big space, I suppose. And I've only been doing this for 4 weeks or so, and to be doing this sort of stuff, it's a little bit mind blowing. That's it, mate, and that's what I want to try and show you, is that like a bit of love, a bit of care, through what I want to do. I'm not going to not keep emphasising it. I am a businessman. I do want to try and earn a wage for myself through something that I create. On top of that, I want to create employment for people that come through here, and it can be anywhere. Like, Shell might even be my bloody advocate in friggin' Los Angeles people. We've got Jessica over on the mainland who's going to be possibly one of my advocates as well. Got Marcus who's going to help me open up bloody men's sheds in a different way around Australia. We all have a potential, and I'm trying to show people that through all of us we can create such a big thing, and I want to take other people with me though. I'm already in a great position in life. I've got nothing that I desire in that aspect. But the life I have, I need to maintain, and I would like to pay myself a wage if I'm putting all my time and effort into something. And as you see, every day I'm on here, and I spend up to 4 hours on lives each day some days. And that's a long time to be sitting here talking, but I love it. I think I like it. That's what we want to do. We've got to try and get that happening, definitely, and show people that with what can be created in one space, the space shouldn't be. You shouldn't have greed in it. We should be sharing. We should be giving so much more. I suppose I'm lucky enough because I've built a life from what I have already, and I can back myself with that backing. But to be able to hit, and do things, we need to be able to bloody create a space where I can hire people and all that sort of stuff. Oh, lovely! That's beautiful. So, like I say on here, Michelle, I'm trying. I don't force things onto people. I'm actually sitting here listening to a little bit of worship music in the background there. Maybe that's why I'm just speaking so fluently and things are just flowing. I've barely had to look at my paper, to be honest. But I do. It's about a higher power with me, Michelle, because not everyone's got that belief or faith, and I don't expect people to. If anything, I'm trying to show people through where I came from. That's what saved me to begin with. Like getting saved by the Lord, saved my ass and saved me from killing myself, saved me from a world of drugs, everything. And that's where it started. I haven't been a huge following into churches and all that, because each church I've gone to, because it's of the flesh, I feel like I'm being judged in that. So I struggle with going to churches. It's a hard space. I'm a rough looking fella around the edges, and I can only imagine when people see me walk into a church, they're like, "What's he doing here? What was his sin yesterday that he's trying to make up for?" And I understand that concept as well. Like it's some people have only ever known that world, and it's a lovely cozy world that could that they wouldn't want influenced into their life, I suppose, because that's all it takes sometimes. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I actually got saved by a Christian rehab, basically. I think it found me. I just ran into it. As I said, I wasn't looking into my past. I was looking for a better futures past, and I luckily just fucking tripped and fell into the door, basically, I think. And it really worked for me. So I'll get back onto these last few dot points so I can just keep having a chin wag with you. And your mind is your victor. It can also make you into the victim. So that works back onto the closing of the door. Sometimes the door's going to close on you, like the first door, because everything else it can come overwhelming, I suppose. And you want that. You want to do what you normally do, and that's fucking run out that door and slam it. And that's okay to do that, but you've got to be willing to go, right, fucking, okay, I'll shut the door. I'm nowhere now. I'm in that middle space where I started. All I've got to do is open that door back up, and everything's still going to be where it was. Nothing's changed with the great bits that you've done. It's about knowing that if you close that door and keep going backwards, you're fucked. You've got no opportunities. You're gonna head back to where you were. So you need to stand in that space and be willing to knock on the door again and go, I know I don't need to knock. I've got the key. I am the key. I am going to open my door and I am going to walk through it, and then keep walking and do those things that and you don't even have to. All the hard work is like you've just got to reassess where you were, where it was feeling hard. And then talk with somebody and say, hey, I'm at this point, and like even me, all right, I'll put me in there. Oh, hey, Leah, I'm at this point. I'm struggling with what do I need to do on this sort of thing, and you can tell me what it is, and then I can go from there. And I'll say, all right, give me 20 minutes, half hour, and I'll come back and show you, if that was me in your position, what I would possibly do to get my foot forward and keep on getting that momentum going again. I'm not going to give people the answers. Or there is no actual answer. It's what I would possibly do that would keep me walking. It's not about having the answer to get that big end result. It's about showing you the few steps that you need to take to start that process again, so you don't fucking run backwards because you're scared. That's the big thing. And it's all about you. You're the one who has to make those things happen, people. And so on my last note here, it's after opening many doors, you will see the big goals that seem so far will get so close. You can see that it was possible through you and yourself, trust and knowing your value. That's what it's all about. It's about opening all those doors and then finally getting to the point where you're like, fuck. Even though it's been hard getting to here, even though I keep running back to that first door every now and then, I keep coming back to here and I'm so close. And the closer you get to that goal, the more you're going to give it a bit more effort. And because, like I said, not everyone's like me. I run at everything as fast as I can, and I'll hit a brick wall with no helmet on. And I'll take the concussion as a blessing, because now I know not to hit it so hard, or I should have put a helmet on. But it shows that I'm willing to look at something, learn from it, make that mistake. I might even just dawdle up to it and then jump over. Who knows? But I know from that first encounter with that hard brick wall that it wasn't the best one. I probably could have done it differently. I might have ran through the wall. Who knows? But it didn't work the first time, so do I try it again? Do I keep running at that same wall over and over again, doing the same thing? I'm going to give you the answer on that one. No, don't keep running at it head on. Put a helmet on the second time, all right? And it's still probably not going to move, okay? But then when we sit down after the helmet's on, because it hasn't stunned us this time. We're not feeling like we're going to be knocked out. We've got this opportunity to go, right, I've got this, and that hurt a little that time. It was a little different. So now what can I do this time to change it up to make it a little bit better? And it's like, oh, hold on. I might try and step on the helmet that didn't break my head, and I might be able to get enough of a leg up to get over this wall. that's all. It just takes about looking at all the different problems that we've got and moulding it into what you need. For all you know, you might have to just walk down the wall about 20 metres, and what do you know, there's a friggin' gap. Off you pop, through you go, no running at it needed. And it can be that simple sometimes. You know, it's just how we look at things and how we process it, and that's what I'm here to try and show people. It's about looking at yourself, your process on how you do things, and not to keep running at that wall with your head down, hoping that you're going to run through it. You know, at least stop, have a think about it, put a helmet on, try it again. No, it didn't work that time, and then find a solution. Step on the helmet, go over the wall if you can, walk down the wall a bit, see if there's an opening. You know, you might come to a part of the wall where there's a fucking vine coming over. And you can grab hold of that and lift yourself up. I'd struggle because I'm a fat bastard. But I would still give it a bloody good go. If I thought I've got that much headstrong, I'm going to pull myself up over that wall. And if not, somebody might be walking past and they might be like, they're happy walking along the wall, just having a potter. And I'll be like, oh, you, mate, come here. Give me a hand up. And then I'm over the wall. Then I can find a sledgehammer on the other side to smash the wall down to help old mate get through without no hassle. That's my job. My job is to hit the walls head on, people, and to find the sledgehammer to knock it down so I can help you guys through a little. Like I said, I'm not going to give you all the answers, I suppose, but I'm still knocking down walls myself in life. Every day is a challenge for me. I struggle so much sometimes. Even when I've got good things going on, and I'm trying to be nice, it seems like I'm being an arsehole. Christine knows what I mean by this one. Just with how the kids are sometimes, their little emotions. You know, it's so bloody hard. That's all I'll say about that one, because it was a hard moment last night. It was so bloody hard. But that's another story. I won't talk about it because it was just shit. It made me angry when I was trying to make somebody happy that they'd done nothing wrong and stuff like that, and they just couldn't understand it. But it was the way his little mind was processing it, and yeah, I was getting frustrated because he wasn't hearing that there was no trouble, none at all, and it was just shit, absolute shit. Stop it. Don't be like that, Jessica. Don't you like that? I can say to you, don't talk to yourself like that. That's atrocious. You shouldn't speak like that. But me, I'm allowed to, because like I said, I'm not worried about me or my size or anything. Like, I don't really give two shits. But I know that I can't do a pull-up, so I was just to imagine that I was grabbing a hold of a thing and trying to pull myself over the wall. I was just like, that's not happening. You're too big, Lee. Not yet. Soon, who knows? Soon I might be able to. Because I will, once I've finished here today, what are we up to? Oh, we're nearly at the hour, so I do pretty good to get through these things, and I think, I wonder if I can last the hour today, like, you know. I think I'm going to call it Lee's hour of power, you know, because it's not just let's talk with Lee. Because Lee let's get grounded with Lee and talk or some shit I've called it. I don't know what it is. I wrote it when I first started doing it. But that's you know, and I'm doing this every day, people. I'm not being paid or anything for this. I'm loving it, and I'm so glad that I'm able to reach people and give them just that bit of guidance in the day to show that. And it's not just about having a good life and being happy all the time. Like, I'll put up a quote tomorrow in my page. I mean, in my group, because I do this daily, and I go throughout the day, and when I see quotes or whatever that I really, really like and I can resonate with, to chuck on the group page, then I'll do some weights after this, I reckon, Marcus, because I think the clothes. It's getting sunny outside in Hobart, people. Quick, get a camera. Take a photo, because it might not last for too long. I'll get out there and do some weights soon, buddy. Definitely. I've got to build my attitude back up and try and be uplifting to myself. Yeah, there we go. I bloody did it. I've done so well through this talk. I forgot what I was talking about, people. I think I was just praising myself how well I've done to get through this without that sort of stuff. But I'll figure it out. That's exactly right. Us Leeds are great people, Jessica. Ask Christine. She's my biggest fan. No, I'm my biggest fan, aren't I, love? You got to love yourself, people. At the end, it doesn't matter who or what you are. You have to love you. If you don't love you, it doesn't even open the door for somebody else too. Because if you struggle to love yourself, somebody else is actually going to struggle to love you too. Like, it's weird how that works, but it's so bloody true. Because if you're loathing on yourself, or that's when you're like, oh, life shit, I'm this and that. How's that meant to be appealing to another person? So love meets love. So you got to love yourself to meet love within your life as well. It's a catch-22. So if you're struggling to love yourself, learn to, please, because it helps to be loved by others. And if you're that bad and you don't want to be loved by others, well, I'm not there yet. I don't know what I can actually say. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, mate? Bit devastated you didn't call the cat Bruce, mate, but that's okay. I understand. Let's have it. And there's me Dory, mate. And I do have a Nemo, but he's very faded. That's it, mate. If you don't love yourself, how are you meant to go fishing by yourself? Hey? At least if you love yourself, you catch a fish, you can take it home to the family, mate, and enjoy a bit of fish with them. And then hopefully they'll love you even if you don't love yourself too much. No, you got to love yourself, buddy. And when you do your fishing thing, mate, let me know. Like, reach out and, like I said, I've only got 3 hours in the day, mate, to be able to get out. I've got the ankle monitor on. But I'm out between 11 and 2 each day. So when you're down there doing your 24-hour thing, if there's anything I can do, if I can bring down some drinks or, something for a barbecue, if you've got a barbie happening down there, just let me know, mate, and I'll gladly bring something along to donate to you. You're a good bloke, mate, and I do watch some of your stuff that goes on. I'm not much of a fisherman. As you'll see from any of the stuff that you watch, mate, I like things to happen real quick. So I'm more of a net fisherman, and that's the big net, so I know that I'm going to get a big haul. I'm not a throw a line in and hope I'm just going to catch a fish. I suppose if I knew I was going to catch a fish that I could eat that day, I'd be happy. But I am more of the commercial type. I would prefer to just know that I'm going to haul a heap in, get me prawns, get me cray, get me whatever in the net, and have me luxury dinner all in one go. But that's the sort of person I am. I'm a dick like that. But yeah, no, anything that you need, mate, just send us a private message, mate. Let me know. I'm quite happy to help you out, buddy. That's all right, mate. That's if you've seen, I gave away $2,500 over just before Christmas, mate, to just to show people that a bit of love and a bit of kindness doesn't go. It goes a long way with people. I've given away a lot to charities, but for what I call a minimal amount of money to give to certain people, it was a phenomenal feeling to see the gratitude from people who needed it. It's just a beautiful thing, and that's my new thing now, I suppose. Because I'll have one coming up in January. I won't be able to help myself. Why not? And I helped Ash out with his event up in Launceston. Sadly, I can't make it to that because I'm still on my ankle monitor. But I'll definitely be at the next one after that he does, no matter where it is. Because that's what we need to do. We need to look after each other. Like we're a small community down here, mate. That we struggle to get things done down in Tassie. So if I can create something, I just had someone on here from bloody Los Angeles, mate. And I've only been doing this for fucking 4 weeks. So I'm quite impressed with me little status. It's helping me little ego grow as well. Little ego. I've got a big ego. But it's a good ego though. I'm not bloody narcissistic. I'm not bloody all that sort of horrible stuff. Because basically, if I'm feeling good, other people are going to feel good too, even more, to be honest. Because I love knowing that I'm able to help people, and if at least with the 30 years of detriment that I put through my own life to nearly end my own life, if I can get people to this place of knowing that after quite some time of stopping or doing what you're doing, it doesn't even have to be quite some time. I just didn't have anyone to guide me or help me. So this 13-year period for me, so within 10 years I got to this stage where I am right now, and that's owning a business and all that sort of stuff. So a decade it took me to get here. I'm hoping that through what I'm able to bring to this space here, we can get people there quicker, to be honest, because not only, and you can't just give people stuff and expect that they're going to do the right thing with the key. That's why this is all about if you really want something, I am going to listen, or I'm going to go with Lee, and I'm going to go get that guidance that gets me to that starting point, and then I'm going to start doing those things. And when I get stuck, I'm going to ask Lee, hey mate, I'm stuck here. What would you do in this position? And it's not giving someone a key in that moment. It's showing them that somebody actually has that friggin' belief that nobody else has, and is willing to grab their foot at the wall, push them up, lift them up, get them over that wall, so they can see that on that other side there is that opportunity that I've been saying that is actually there. Because then by the time I lift you up over that wall, I've already got a bloody door down the road, which was easier because I know how to get through it, that you weren't sure on where it was. But I got you over the part that you were really struggling with. And that's what it's more about. It's about guiding and getting people to see through yourself you have the keys. It's about sitting. So after sitting with me for a while and having a chat and realising that all I need to do is look at a scenario. So they're running head on into a wall. If you hit a wall head on, yep, okay, that hurt, nearly knocked me out. What if I put a helmet on? So I'm not going to do the same thing. I'm not going to try and keep running at it. I do. I'm going to try and teach people not to do that. And that's put the helmet on. Hit it with the helmet. You're going to feel a little bit daisy, but you're going to sit down and you're going to go, right. It took me a little while to think about this last time, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the helmet off. I'm going to sit it on the ground. That seems pretty strong. I might try and stand on the helmet, jump over this friggin' wall. Some of us are tall, some of us might get over it real quick. I'm short, so I would have struggled. I would have done the walk down the wall. And like I said, I would have come to a vine, and I probably wouldn't be able to lift myself over it because I'm a fat bugger. But then I would wait for somebody to walk along, ask them to lift me, get me over the wall, and then I would come back with a sledgehammer because there's a hardware store on the other side, and I'm going to knock the wall down for old mate who helped me. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm here to knock down walls that people can't see are possible. I'm not here to knock it all down so that it's that easy, but the parts. When I'm using a sledgehammer for someone, I'm showing them that it's possible. That, hey, here's the sledgehammer. So I probably won't even knock the wall down for you. I'll pass the sledgehammer over, and you've got to do the work to get that wall down from there. But I'm going to gift you the sledgehammer, and that's the guidance with getting your mind, using your words, and asking and saying, oh, hey, Lee, I need to get me working with vulnerable peoples. They've given me this opportunity, what do I need to do from here? And then it's about me giving you the information and showing you, or even sitting with you and helping you with the wording of things too. Because a lot of the time we can do things and not have that understanding either. And nobody wants to sit with us. And that's what I want to create. I want to create a space where, even if I'm unable to, I want to employ people that are like-minded like myself, who are able to do things, and the world won't give some people opportunities or bloody chances because of our past. I want to change that. I want to try and make this a private sort of entity so that people can come to this space. People can get help. And it's not through anyone else but what I can do to be able to help people. And that's what I wanted. I really want to do that. At some stage, if it gets to a point and I need assistance from the government or whatever, that's where red tape comes into it a little bit, because you've got to get things from them bastards. You've got to play the game. Yeah, head off to Bruce, mate. I mean, I don't know what you called him yet. What's no, head off to the little Viking King, mate. And yeah, you too, buddy. Keep on moving on. Just keep swimming. I've got it. It's all written down there. Good job, mate. That's awesome what you've done with the little kitty cat too, mate. Love your work. So please just keep in mind, people, that I am here no matter what. Especially now, because like I said, down the track I am going to have to do something with trying to earn money at some stage. Because I am giving up so much of my time for this space. But for now, I can justify doing the things that I'm doing with my own money and Christine's money. Christine's got to approve it first. Sorry, people. So if I can't do something, we need to inbox Christine and put in a petition. No, not really. She'll kill me. But no, she is my backing. She is my support. And anything I do has to go through her first, because I love her so much, and it's an us thing. That's it, mate. That's why I got it, Daniel. Just keep swimming, mate, because that's all you can do. And then you'll go past things that are a hassle, and you just go, oh, pretty things, and then go back to just keep swimming. Then it's not a problem. With this space, I have to be mindful of what's going to do to affect my family and that as well, especially the money thing. I can only do so much with what we've got, because we've got a lifestyle that we live, and I'm not going to go putting myself in a jeopardy because of trying to help this space so much. But I am willing to spend money to get it up and going though, so don't stress there, people. I'm very keen to. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I have to, I suppose. I say that to the kids. They're like, oh, I can't wait to. And I'm like, well, guess what? And they're like, what? I'm like, well, you got to. So I have to wait. And sadly, I've got to wait till bloody March. That's the big picture. Because that's when I can start doing things a bit more. But I'm going to be having all this stuff's going to be written down. I've got some big ideas for us, people. And like I said, everyone who's here, I can't wait to. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Nice to see you, Skeeter. It's about being each other's bloody things, you know. No. You're only allowed to bomb her with those questions if I'm not producing what I'm saying, or if I come on here and say, well, I went to the board, Christine said no. But that's generally not going to happen. She actually came to me with the extra money for the giveaway last time, so I don't think there's going to be any hassles with what I want to do. She's very, very supportive, and yeah, I'm very happy to have her by my side to do this journey with you guys, because you guys are. Yeah, the support I've had this morning, I love that. That was awesome. That was a very uplifting Sunday. It was almost just, I think that's why I started talking so much and not focusing on everyone down here, because I was like, I've got more people. I've got to show them that this is what they're coming here for. That, you know, the good words are out here, and I've got all these great things that we're going to talk about, and you know, and sometimes it's probably good that I do that, and to get through stuff, because I will if I feel like I've neglected any comments on here at all. I do go back through and read them and have a look and see. because that's part of it too. It's if I see something in there and I'll go, oh yep, sweet, and I'll reply to that message so that not only am I here showing you right now that I'm talking and I'm here for people on here, it's about coming back to it and showing the people that I neglected through my talking that I can actually, I'm here to engage with people. I'm not here to just mess around. And I'm glad that I've had Christine in here this morning, and she's been doing that because she's been doing it. She's been on here talking with you guys and saying, no doubt, I've got no doubt in the world that everything she's been saying has been absolutely beautiful things. Because she's the one who sort of brought the beautiful out in me. And for a very dark person who I used to be and the heart I had, I was quite heartless, even though I was a caring person, because I guess I just killed it so much that I didn't see any joy. I didn't see the beauty in life. Everything was dim. I was trying to make colour in life, but it was just so dark from the life I lived. So Christine's finally given me the rainbow I need to shine on my pot of gold, which is my heart, and that's to bring it to light, to share with everyone else as well. So let's have a beautiful Sunday. This looks like it might actually be good, people. Let's have a look. Look at that. There's sunlight. Wow. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a lovely Sunday. I'm very grateful for all you guys. Thank you for sitting on here, Marcus. It's always a pleasure with you, buddy. Can't wait to get things going for you, mate. You're a gem. That's your sister, is it? I think it is. I'm trying to learn people's photos. It is Nelly. I thought so. I'm slowly learning who you are. Yeah. I've had a couple of your kids have tried to do the friend request on here. I didn't know whether you would want me to accept them on here, so I haven't accepted them. Tell them not to feel bad. Just say I didn't know whether the families would like the younger generation on here, but I suppose my word's a good word. If you're willing to let them come on here and have a look, mate, just let me know and I'll gladly accept them. I know, that's off tap. I can't believe we reached Los Angeles. Woohoo! That's a phenomenal thing. I'm loving it. Yeah. All right, people. So I'll have a bit of a chin wag later on, no doubt. I always do. I like to get on here and have a talk. And later on. So it gets a bit hard actually of an afternoon. If I'm not cooking or doing something stupid, if I'm just sitting here and talking, sometimes it doesn't actually work for me because I need to be doing something to having a method or a mythology or a bloody something behind what I'm what I'm doing to give a message. So it's a bit hard sometimes. I'm trying though. I might stick to doing a few little videos in an afternoon and trying to be funny, like that one yesterday with Gray and his bloody 6'7". That actually got a few views, eh? I was quite impressed. It literally went up to 500 in like a matter of hours. I think that's the sort of stuff that gets people's attention. And it's like, well, I'm not trying to sell me kid off with these bloody little 6'7" skippets. I'm selling like a good life here. But I suppose he's an image of what I've done. And that's to bring the children up in a way that life's enjoyable. He got all that from watching bloody stuff online and that, but he's awesome. He's a good little actor. He's got potential. I can't wait to maybe I don't know. I'll have a look. Actually, I've got to have a look and see what I'm going to do for dinner. Thanks, Jess. I don't know what I've got yet. I think I might do a savoury mince, actually. I'll do a savoury mince tonight. Yeah. Savoury mince and mashed potato. and some veggies on the side. We're nearly out of all our Christmas food, so I've got to cook again. So yeah, it'll be a savoury mince tonight, people. Extra lean mince, and we'll get that done for you this afternoon. Everyone have a lovely day. Get your washing done. I did. It's already out on the line. I've got a little bit more I might do now. Actually, my line's full at the moment. So, just get up. Be your own key, people. Believe in yourself. Use the I thing. Use I need to do this. I am going to. I am good. I am able to be that person I never thought I could. I am valuable. I bring this worth to the world. I bring this worth to my world. I. Treat yourself like the captain. Captain. And be your own captain in your own world. On that note, let's get grounded, people. Thank you, everyone.